Hello, and welcome to VOD of Consciousness with Sientir. I'm Sientir, and I'm going to plug myself. You can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/Sientir. And today we're going to do the Unwaking Waters mission. I don't expect to do a whole lot more than that, because we have about 15 to 20 minutes for these, or at least that's what I'm intending for, and we recently had one run long because of mission, but let's get going. It takes a while to start, because this actually, now that I'm remembering, or rather thinking about it, has two parties kind of come together. It's a gimmick that they do twice, I want to say. One with Unwaking Waters and one with Vizuna Square. It's an interesting concept. I'm not sure how well it actually landed. A lot of the time you just have the AI on the other side, and they can be a little questionable. You'll notice that I grabbed a bunch of Mesmer skills that are on my bar now. So Epidemic right here spreads negative conditions, not that there's positive ones. Chaos Storm just does some damage over time. It's fine. And Spiritual Pain does some damage as well. So I thought I'd bring them, see how they are, have some fun experimenting a little bit. At some point in time, I'm going to want to start picking up Mesmer stuff. So there's a lot of waiting at the start just because they're waiting to bring stuff in. Anyway, I kind of want to get back to a subject that I kind of wandered away from, which was the fact that I don't necessarily feel like a lot of the stuff that, or actually no, what I was talking about was that people are defined more by the pain that they want to avoid rather than the goals they want to accomplish. And I know for me, there are certainly certain things that I really want to avoid. We have to go defeat that dragon, by the way. And one of the big ones for me is the pain of being woken up by an alarm clock. It's something that I really, really hate. And when I was in high school, I was woken up by an alarm clock after not getting enough sleep, and it's just something that I absolutely despise. So I want to try to... Yep, looks like we just got the AI team, which is fine. So anyway, so I want to be able to not have to wake up to an alarm clock if I can. So that's just kind of one of those things. Chaos Storm has a longer cast time on Paragon. Oh my goodness, my party is dying. What happened? Why are we dying? Okay. Can someone explain to me why we are, like, just, like, insta-dead? Was everybody standing in... Lonnie, please tell me you have... Okay, you have a res. On cooldown. I cannot save you. Well, this is just going really terribly. It's moments like these that I have to ask myself, what happened? How did we end up at this point? Okay, 2-second cast time is maybe not worth it there. Okay, so my entire party is down. I do not have a way to bring them back at the moment. I do if we can survive. If we go down, by the way, mission kind of like restarts and stuff, and it's not really great. There's an item, a hold item that I should be able to find called a resurrection orb that I think should be down by that gate, but oh goodness, that was bad. But I might just need to start this mission over again. This happens sometimes where you just go in and you get completely and utterly trounced. It's like, what could I have done? Oh goodness, no, I'm not. Okay. So we're not in a spot at all. I'm just gonna start over because that beginning was inauspicious, to put it mildly. So what do I want to do to reduce that happening? That's a really good question. I'm gonna actually boot Gwen, and I'm going to bring General Morgan, and I'm gonna put him on Protection Prayers duty. So he does not need Blade Turn Refrain. Anthem of Envy is okay here, I think. But I specifically want to give him actually probably Spirit Bond is better here. Do I want... I'm just thinking of whether or not I want deflection or something else. That's probably... Those two are probably enough energy, honestly, that I don't think he needs more. I wish there was a brace yourselves type of skill. Anthem of Envy will be good energy management for him. This is probably mostly fine. I'm thinking through what I'd want him to potentially do otherwise. This Hexbreaker area makes sense. Will there be enough hexes? I don't know. I'm going to leave him like this. This is to provide us a little bit more of a buffer, is the idea. And then there's healing stuff going on here. And I'm going to change her from Granth to Dwayna, because Dwayna does healing as well. This no longer makes sense, so let's put something useful there. Let's see, that's kind of an awkward one. Yeah, let's go ahead and give Shield Guardian. A little awkward, but might work okay. And then I think she's doing okay. From my end, I'm going to go ahead and actually replace Chaos Storm with Snowstorm. Okay, let's try that again. Round 2. Notice that we're starting much quicker this time. There's just some sort of cycle that they're on. I don't know. I don't know what to say. And then we still have to wait a minute, which is really annoying. Really annoying. Oh well. Oh, my helmet. Melandru. All up Melandru. No, that's Horned Helm with Balthazar. This is Melandru's vestments. Oh, that's right. Melandru's thing is much more subtle. I forget when the NPCs start. I don't know. But yeah, waking up to alarm clocks is something I really want to avoid. I also prefer to avoid commuting. I describe commuting as the worst type of video game because you're driving, driving-based commuting especially. But when you're driving, it's the worst type of video game because you have to actively pay attention. It's literally dangerous and it's super boring. So it's not very good in my opinion. I don't like commuting. Okay, so I want to take care of the monk over here. Because he is a no good jerkwad that deals lots and lots of damage. Okay, so it's going a little bit better this time. As you might have noticed, we're still alive, which is definitely a marked improvement over the previous time. I don't know what it is that made my party take so much damage, but hopefully General Morgan is doing his job and is helping keep people alive with his fancy overpriced enchantments. Actually, this is overpriced. This is probably somewhat fairly priced. I don't know. Judging that sort of thing is a bit difficult, I suppose, after a fashion. Ouch. And mostly what you have to do is just pile on the damage to Kunavang, and eventually... So there's a couple of important things to know about Kunavang. One of them is that Kunavang is not easily interrupted, as in, resists being interrupted and takes multiple attempts to actually succeed in interrupting. So that's important to remember. We want to power down this monk because Ray of Judgment is bad for our party. And then we want to get this thirsty fellow. I don't know why I called him thirsty, but whatever. It's thirsty now. Try to take out the spirit. Okay. So something that I'm doing that's helping is I'm trying to be very intentional in my targeting. How are you doing, General Morgan? Your energy is holding out just fine, so that's what I want to keep an eye on. Because I'm asking him to use a lot of energy with these, but most of his bar is adrenaline, so it's not too bad. Unaveng will just kind of run around the circle. And here's a resurrection orb. So if you drop this, it resurrects everyone in both parties, which is really helpful, especially because they have signets, which kind of run out if you don't have bosses that you're... Ow, 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 ow. Okay, are there... There's a... Okay, so this is a boss. Killing this boss will give a morale boost and recharge his resurrection signets. Which is really important. Corrupted scales absolutely 100% need to go down. These cause massive health degen. So this skill is really, really nasty. Fortunately, they're fragile, relatively speaking, but... yeah. This is another sort of situation where when I'm in the mission, I'm probably going to be talking a lot about sort of the idea of what you're trying to accomplish with the mission. And there's apparently Luxon chest over here. We're technically in Luxon territory, so it's deterritorialized in terms of like how it plays and stuff. But just a point of note. Let's actually move back, invite everything sort of in. Let's see, what can I do to speed up taking out with certain enemies? Because one of the things that I want to do is make sure my allies are not under too much strain, trying to keep everyone up, as it were. And this enemy here has giant piles of damage capability. Okay, corrupted spores need to go down. It's really easy to miss these. They're super dangerous, though, so you want to make sure you're getting them down. Okay. And it looks like everyone else is up, so that's good. There's another phase to this battle when you actually get to the mountain itself. Okay, yeah, we just hit it right here, or inside the temple itself. And this one works a little bit differently, but everyone gets resurrected with cutscenes, so it's useful to know. But yeah, like I was saying, driving commuting is, especially solo, is the worst video game because it's actually dangerous. You have to pay attention, and it's usually not terribly interesting. I don't know. I just don't enjoy it at all. I guess some people do things like listen to podcasts and whatnot then. So, you know, please listen to my podcast. Okay, where are these scales? Okay, yeah, we need to wipe out these scales. Because these are super bad. They give huge quantities of health degeneration. which creates an enormous strain on the healers, as you can tell. So yeah, you want to get them off the field as soon as you can. Apparently those ones all decided to bundle up, which is nice. Okay, and we're almost done with this mission. Yay, we win. Summon stuff doesn't pay attention to cutscenes, by the way.
Shiro's grasp?
Yes, it was his touch that corrupted my body and fought for control of my spirit. His foul presence tore at my flesh and withered my bones. Still, I resisted. You brought me back to this life, and I owe you a tremendous debt.
Please, it is enough of a reward to simply be in your presence. You owe us nothing.
Let me give you a piece of advice. Never refuse.
Never refuse a gift from someone who can swallow you whole. Don't know why that line
When the time
did like that.
I will grant you the powerful magics you require to defeat Shiro, the unholy deceiver. Together we will send him back to the underworld where he belongs.
What is it he seeks?
Judging from the locations where we've encountered him, I'd say he's doing research.
Research? For what?
Yes, you are right. He must be preparing a spell.
A spell? To do what?
To leave the spirit realm and join your world again as flesh and blood.
We congratulate you. Your debt to us is nearly paid in full. Complete this final task.
What is it you ask of us?
Shiro is very close to getting what he is after. He needs to do only one last deed to cast his spell.
What deed? What will he do?
That which cursed him in the first place. He will spill the blood of the royal family.
The Emperor.
Yes, the blood of your emperor is the last component needed to give Shiro back his mortality. Your final task is to stop this from happening.
Hurry now. You have no time to lose.
That probably made no sense, but those guys are envoys. They guide the spirits of the dead to the underworld or something along those lines. We completed that super quick. I don't know what the cutoff is for Master, but we got it. I don't know what you had to do with it, but you know, you're here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. So until next time, everyone, I guess I'm amongst the henchmen. Take care. Bye-bye.